Padraig Gahan is a young professional in the bloodstock industry who, after 6 years with Goffs, has joined the team at Baroda Stud, one of the most progressive sales consignments and boarding farms on the European sales circuit. Padraig tells us about his start in the industry as well as about his new job.
I grew up on a farm and my dad had a couple of mares and my interest started there. I learned the basics from my father, and then when I was about 14 I went working for Helen Markham, who is a pre-trainer and breaker in the area. I went on to university then and studied commerce, but I always had the interest in the industry, and there I met like-minded people, and from there we started a society, the Horse Racing Society, which I think hadn't been there for a number of years, and thankfully it took off. I decided to go to America and worked for Coolmore America, and did a few months there. I contacted Henry Beebe when I got back from America and thought I suppose I had an option to go down my university route, what I'd studied, but I did want to, I suppose, live the dream for a bit longer and not face reality. So I thought in doing that I might be able to experience the sales more and learn more about the industry. And Henry asked me if I would go to Scotland to work for Goffs UK, which was something I didn't expect. I was thinking maybe Kildare Paddocks, but I did, and I really enjoyed it. I spent 9 months in Hawick, and they've got a great team there. Back then it was Doncaster Bloodstock Sales. Since then it has become Goffs UK, and yeah, made a great relationship with the team there. Then I went to Australia for a year, and there I worked for a trainer, met Robert Smurden in Melbourne. Robert was very good, and I learned a lot there. I suppose the purpose of it was to learn more about the conformation of a horse. I feel that not enough emphasis is put on the conformation of a horse at the races, which is ultimately what we are doing it all for. I've got to know people through my time at Goffs. From going, towards the end I started going looking at horses for the sales, so the select store and yearling sales, and that gave me kind of a good grounding of meeting people all over Ireland, and that was good, because now, you know, believe it or not, we're actually consigning for some of those people that I met on the road, and but you just meet good people along the way, and it's all about relationships, and I enjoyed that aspect. I had been thinking about doing something different, primarily in the industry, but I wasn't really sure, and it was around March time I discussed it with Henry Beebe, and from then I kind of got talking to David and Tamzo. They got in touch, and we talked about it. We met a few times, and their brief really excited me. It sounded like something that I could create for myself. If I was to create something for myself, it was very close to it, and we agreed terms, and I started there in June of this year. So day to day I'm based on the farm. There's an office in David and Tamzo's house, and I work there, and a lot of communication between our team. There's a great team on the farm. Obviously the sales, we have a great team, but the farm team is very, very good, and that's led by Brian and Noel, and I worked then with Bridget, alongside Bridget in the office, and it's a real team effort, and a lot of communication between all those parties, the teams on the farm, the teams of the sales, and also our clients. So there's obviously resident mares all year round in Baroda Stud. Each of those like updates. They like to be communicated with about their horses, and because they're living all over the world, and you know, it may just be an audio message or a picture, and it's just, you know, to them it's so important, and to us it's important that they're happy as well. This time of the year, obviously communicating with our clients that we're consigning for, and the sales companies, transporters, you know, potential clients. David and Tamzo are very determined, and they are always pushing forward, and that's very exciting to be working around, because you know, every day is different. It's very exciting where the business is at the moment, but where it could go, and we're very happy, we're very pleased with the consignments we have assembled for this year. We would love to be even more prominent than we already are.